Hello, Sagittarius, and welcome to your Saturn and Jupiter into Aquarius tarot reading. This is going to be a lovely shift of energy that's about to happen. We have Saturn moving into Aquarius on December 17th and will be there until March of 2023. And then we have Jupiter moving into Aquarius on December 19th and will be in Aquarius until December 2021. And this comes right after we have this beautiful Sagittarius new moon, total solar eclipse, opening the portals for some really beautiful energies with Saturn and Jupiter moving into Aquarius. We have all been working very, very hard with Saturn in Capricorn, all right? And now it's time for some rewards, for some blessings, for some happiness, for connections, for socializing, for life to feel pretty good, all right? We are really starting to anchor in the Aquarian age, and after Saturn is finished in Aquarius, really bringing in these light codes, Saturn is going to move into Pisces and do the transit through Pisces, and that is going to be a time of radical change. Those 3 years of really like eradicating all that Piscean age energy. So good things. It's like we are looking up, all right? So let's see how these shifts are going to impact you. Saturn for the next 3 years and Jupiter for the next year. Okay, oh, look at that. You got the sun, positive recognition. You have been working hard with Saturn. And next is 5th house, passionate energy. This is Jupiter, what you've been working on with Jupiter. Transition. It's time for celebration. It's time for happiness. So Saturn moving into Aquarius is such a blessing for you guys. And then over, whoa, a lot of Leo energy. I see you with Jupiter. Okay, so right off the bat, Sagittarius, it is going to be a huge improvement to relationships in your life, especially romantic partnerships. Current relationships that you're in, your partner is going to start seeing you through different eyes, okay? Because you've been working on core self with Saturn as Saturn was moving through Capricorn, okay? Like your core self, your beliefs, your habits, your patterns, your behavior, who you are. And as Saturn moves into Aquarius over these next 3 years, you are really coming out. You are shining, Sagittarius. You have grown so much, and it's a celebration, all right? These next 3 years as Saturn moves through Aquarius, it's happiness, it's celebration for you, okay? There's a lot of positive things, positive recognition, and then I see you. So Jupiter over here is blessing you for all the work that you've been doing. Like you are really going to be standing out. Singles, this may be 2021, the year that you meet somebody very special, and there's a lot of passionate energy and chemistry and fun where you guys are both connecting at your inner child, your central core of who you are to each other, okay? It's beautiful. Others of you, this is where you've been working very, very hard in the career sector, and it's like over 2021 all the way to 2023, you are really standing out. Like it's your time to shine. Really ride that wave, all right? So let's pull some tarot and go a bit deeper, but Sag, it is looking good for you guys. Aquarius energy is going to bless you. So maybe you have Jupiter in Aquarius or Saturn in Aquarius. Let's see what jumped out here. Oh, yeah. Here you are. This is the card that represents you as Sagittarius. It's time to come into your magic, okay? It's time to shine. It's time to step out. It's like a whole new version of yourself because you're completing major lessons that you learned while Saturn was in Capricorn, because this is the card that represents Capricorn, okay? So, and these are 4 major arcanas that jumped out. So the way this energy's been playing for each and every one of you, different of course, but intense. Like these last 3 years of your life, you've been going through it, okay? And Jupiter is your ruling planet. And so all the hard work you've been doing with this Capricorn energy, now Jupiter, your ruling planet, is going to bless Sagittarius, okay? And also Saturn coming in, sprinkling some magic. Like, you earned your rites of passage. You've paid your dues. You've learned your lessons, Sagittarius. You've worked very, very hard with 4 major arcana just flying out like that. This isn't, you know, just some small fleeting energy. You've been working very hard. And over 2021, I see a lot more happiness for you, a lot of things going more right for you than wrong. It's almost as though some of you could feel like the world has been against you. Yeah, just as I was saying that, we've got the Ten of Swords. Over these past 3 years with Saturn being in Capricorn, you have gone through a lot of painful lessons here with that Ten of Swords, okay? And it could have played out in your career, through relationships, different losses, just the shifting and turning of energies, all right? But you've been through it, Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, the Devil and the Ten of Swords. You've paid your dues. You've learned a lot of heavy lessons, and you've grown from this. Understand that. Like, you've really absorbed this in a positive way, and now it's time for all of that Ten of Swords to transform and fall away. And you know, this total solar eclipse happening with the Sagittarius new moon, your moon, and then, you know, Jupiter is shifting. This is a powerful time for you. Not surprised that there's 4 major arcana that jumped out right away, but like the portal that you are now moving through, like a big part of you is falling away, but it's like, I see it as like flaky skin, like it doesn't serve you anymore. You're emerging as a new version of yourself. You're so much wiser, all right? You've worked hard. I just keep hearing like you've paid your dues. You have paid your dues. And now it's time for you to reap some reward and to feel the magic of life, completing a major cycle. Maybe some of you guys were going through your Saturn return with Saturn and Capricorn, and you are done with that. It kind of like, whether you were or you weren't, man, it kind of looks like you've been going through that, okay? So let's pull some more tarot. Hey, look at that. Happiness, celebration for who? Sagittarius. Next is things finally manifesting, your magic, your hard work finally coming together, things finally paying off. And then the Five of Wands, there's a little bit of internal conflict. We'll get back to that. And here is the Queen of Cups. You've received a lot of emotional evolution through this journey. Oh yeah, look at that. And now you have the King of Cups. Beautiful. So I want to come over here because this King and Queen of Cups showed up under your heavy energies, the Devil and the Ten of Swords. And so this lets me know that everything you've been going through the past 3 years, it's been growing you in your sacral chakra, your divine feminine energy, as well as your solar plexus chakra, your divine masculine energy. All right. And it's been through like emotional lessons, things that hit you hard emotionally. Like, you know, we feel everything emotionally, right, to some degree, but these are situations, experiences that really cut you deep, okay, penetrated your wall, got to the heart of you. And it was very painful at times, but now as you're wrapping up like this big soul cycle, you're coming into all like that wisdom. Everything you've been through is like transforming into wisdom, and there's major growth in your emotional body, and you're going to realize that you might find that your mood is much more tempered. You're not as easily triggered. You're more passive. You're in a place of appreciation, of gratitude. You're realizing like the preciousness of life, like life is short, or I don't want life to pass me by. It's the way I'm feeling this is so flowy and lovely and nice. which is quite a contrast from the Devil and the Ten of Swords. So Saturn in Capricorn has been working you hard, along with your ruling planet Jupiter in Capricorn also working you hard. And I feel that shedding of aspects of you that's falling away, that's where this conflict is coming in within you. It's there may be a little bit of struggle. Maybe there's some connections, some relationships that you have to let go of because you just realize this holds me down, this holds me back, this isn't who I am anymore, or I just don't vibe there anymore. And so there's a little conflict, but Sagittarius, you've just got to follow your heart, this beautiful soul calling, like you know what must be left behind. And maybe this is also certain habits and behaviors that you're like, you know what, it's got to go. It can't move with me. You just feel it internally. And the celebration card coming out there with Temperance here and the Three of Cups. This is Sagittarius having a lot to be happy about, a lot to celebrate over the next 3 years. Okay, like this just isn't through 2021 for you guys. I do see a lot of blessings in 2021. Okay, but this building, this growth, this happiness, this manifesting from all your hard work is lasting over the next 3 years. And you are going to be more social, and you are going to have more reasons to smile and feel good. And it's like things are finally building for you where you felt before it couldn't, like you didn't know the direction to go in, or you just couldn't fully get something solidified or off the ground, or just very slow moving energy. And now is the time of reward because you were learning a lot. Whether you realized it or not at the time, you were learning a lot of different experience and skills, which is prepared you for what's now up ahead. And sometimes it's not that your situation gets easier, it's just that you get much stronger. Okay, and you know, look at all this Leo energy. So 5th house is the house of Leo, and Leo is ruled by the sun. Okay, so you've got like Leo energy times 3 coming through. So Jupiter, Saturn in Leo, your moon or rising in Leo. This is probably going to be a really powerful reading for you guys. But this is telling me that where we've been in the dark, like things can't move forward, it's like the magic is now going to start happening. Okay, it starts in 2021 and it goes all the way through 2023. Saturn and Jupiter shifting into Aquarius is nothing but positive for you, like allowing you to wrap up a major cycle where you've been working on a lot of different heavy things. And maybe some of you, this has gone on for like 10 years. You've been in like this 10-year cycle. All right, and now it's time to reap the rewards of everything that you have been doing and working for and striving for and getting through and evolving beyond. You should really be patting yourself on the back, and it's time to be center stage. And you know, with this world and all this Leo energy, those of you who really want to be out in the public eye, or you already are, like this next 3 years is like a period of huge growth for you. Okay, much bigger than you know, anything that you have experienced in the past. All right, so if you've been trying to get out there and it's been like failure or a lot of setbacks, this next 3 years you're really going to grow. Like you're going to have a huge audience. Okay, and those of you already there, oh my gosh, get ready to really explode, especially over 2021. All right, let's pull some more cards. All right, so 2 of Pentacles. It's been a bit of a juggle for you. All right. Four of Cups. Yeah, really dealing with some stagnated energy. And you know, Sagittarius, as I'm doing your reading, my movers just called because I'm a moving state. Okay, and some of you, I just gotta say this because of that synchronicity. I wasn't even connecting any dots here, but Spirit just like put it in my head. Some of you have a move that's coming in the next 3 years that you don't know that's happening yet. Some of you, okay, and it's gonna take your life in a whole new direction. So some of you, a like unexpected move, and when that comes up, you'll just know, like, oh my God, that was for me. Yes, yes, it's gonna be nothing but positive for you, okay? Now we've got the moon, the Ten of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Nice. Okay, so very similar message here in the final tarot deck. You know, you've had to juggle energies, you've gone back and forth, and like maybe hope and faith, and you know, at the end of the day, you've really held it together through every situation and experience you've encountered over the last 3 years, or some of you over this last 10 years. You've really held it together, okay? And you feel like you haven't gotten much back for it. You don't see much you know, fruition in your life for what you've been trying to do. And with the moon here, you got the sun and the moon. This eclipse cycle through 2021 is in your sign, and Gemini. It's going to be a powerful year of transformation, 2021, for you guys, just with Jupiter and Saturn moving into Aquarius, and then also the eclipses being on your axis. It's going to be a powerful time of transformation where there wasn't enough, or we had to juggle really stuck, slow moving energies. You know, what is my path? Is this my path? Like, all of that is now changing, all right? Because you've been on this long journey of learning these lessons, and it's big because the world showed up here. It's big, okay? And then you got this Ten of Swords. A lot of them have been heavy and painful, but you've completed them. And now, as we have this, you know, astrology shift, this big astrology shift, this Ten of Wands gets set down, and you come into this Three of Wands, which is, you know, your ships coming in, things finally coming to fruition. And you've got Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and Three of Wands. So definitely the next full 3 years are going to be an entire big shift for you, where it's like you go from one world to the next, and it's positive for you, Sagittarius. Again, it's somehow, some way in your life, you're now coming to the forefront, where you're standing out, you're in the spotlight, you're being rewarded, you're being noticed. Some of you, relationships, friendships, romance ships, kind of slow or non-existent over, you know, the past 3 to 10 years. That's going to change. There's going to be a lot more social activity, but connections that are much deeper, all right? And some of you may struggle a little bit with letting some new people in just because of what you've been through, but you'll know in your soul, okay, what you've been through has grown you and evolved you, and you're just going to be able to read and understand people in a whole different capacity than you did before. Your emotions look very, very balanced. This is like, this next 3 years is a period of major growth for Sagittarius. To like, there's been a lot of energetic work, and now it's time for that to manifest into 3D. And all this Leo energy, oh my goodness, you know, that is happiness for you guys. That's tapping into your creative and artistic abilities and doing something with them and making magic with that, okay? So over the next 3 years, if you're building a new business, you will have success with that, Sagittarius. Believe it. These eclipses are perfectly aligned, like, for all the next steps in your journey for, you know, building a business, getting out into the public spotlight, attracting some really good relationships into your life, friends, romance, tapping into your spiritual gifts and abilities, okay? It's time for you to really grow and reap a lot of reward through that growth. And that's what's happening for you as Jupiter and Saturn move into Aquarius. And then remember, your eclipse cycle also showed up. So look forward to positive things and follow the calling of your soul. Take action when it shows up for you. And those of you that have this unexpected move, like it could be this amazing job offer opportunity, or you just decide, you know what, I want to move, like I want to get out of here. Like I feel like it's more of like something that's presented to you. It will be very, very positive. All right. So those are your messages, Sagittarius. I am sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.